Welcome, co-host. Would you like to introduce yourself? You coming onto my chair? That's a little unprofessional, but I'll let it slide. I've been active on TikTok since it was Musical.ly, which I believe may have been more detrimental to my developing adolescent brain than any amount of edibles I've ever taken. I'm certainly not proud that TikTok takes up 14 gigabytes of storage on my phone, but here we are. Contrary to the excessive amount of time that I spend on TikTok, the platform itself makes me want to gouge my eyeballs out and mukbang them on a live stream. I'm at a point where I definitely should delete the app. It's just sort of a hoarding situation, I fear. I have so many saved videos across all of my accounts that I could not bear to let go of. Like that video of the ceiling fan with like one wing spinning around. Watching that video every morning is the foundation of a good day for me. And there's obviously good content on TikTok, like my content, I'm awesome, or the final Eliza. By default, I am bound to stumble across content that makes me deeply uncomfortable. And that's just the risk that I choose to take every time I open TikTok. What prompted this video was a trend that I saw a couple nights ago, and I got so sucked into watching all the videos under the audio that I started to genuinely have a hard time differentiating between what was satire and what was real. This was my introduction to it.
Well, the devil can't scrap what the Lord has won. And I'll talk to him on the rising sun.
I've never been the greatest at reading facial expressions. After all the videos I saw with the audio, I think I finally figured out what it is he's feeling. It's like the feeling when you go to a convention and you're like really excited to see everyone's costumes, and then you go to use the bathroom and around the corner you see Makima walking Denji on a leash. I think that's what he's feeling. He's watching all these alt satanic furries transition into pure godly Christian women. And he's just worried that people are going to think that all Christians were like that at some point. He just doesn't want to be associated. The trend consists mostly of people who, at some point in their lives, experimented with a more alt fashion, but then found Jesus and repented from their wicked ways. What bothers me more than anything is the idea that having a more alternative fashion isn't just you being you, it's the work of the devil and it's inherently shameful. Controversial take. You can be a Christian and have cool hair. The saddest one I saw was this one, because gender identity is just a hard subject in general, religion aside. It's hard to really know who you are until you can break away from who you were raised to be. Experimenting with your gender, or any part of yourself, is a hard process to initiate, and when you do start experimenting with your identity, it's hard to know what actually feels right. So what makes me sad about this post isn't the fact that this person detransitioned. Identity is hard to pinpoint. I don't expect anyone to have a solid answer. It's the fact that their journey of self-discovery was cut short by religious ideals, but what do I know? I just work here. Also, when I was scrolling through the audio, I saw one of Zoe Laverne. When I saw this, I really giggled. I thought it was someone making a meme about like how ridiculously extreme the before and after pictures were. Yeah, so I need to touch some grass, I think. I'm pretty sure all the videos of the furries becoming godly Christian women are satirical, but I also thought everyone was joking about being genuinely attracted to Harvey from Stardew Valley, so I do not trust my own judgment these days. I wonder if anyone has ever had a Christian persona. Sound off in the comments below if you would wear your fursuit to church if it was socially acceptable. All dogs go to heaven, right? So feasibly you wouldn't even need to go to church, you just have to make sure you're wearing your fursuit when you die. I really do hope Fox News watches my video and does a report on it, and I hope it looks something like this. Welcome back to Fox News. I'm Fox News anchor. I'm about to show you some disturbing footage of a Gen Z degenerate spreading propaganda about Christianity. Viewer discretion is advised. Controversial take. You could not be a Christian? What a terrifying insight into this generation. Next week we will be talking about the epidemic of electric cars and abortions.
And then they get an electric vehicle and go get an abortion. I just described the Democratic Party.